What's up, creatives? Welcome to the Tiffy Show. Today, I will be discussing what self-care looks like. If you haven't, make sure that you turn on notifications so that you know when I post a video. Hit that subscribe button and let's get to it. Self-care. Self-care is a word that is being thrown around so much nowadays to sell you a lot of products you probably don't need. And yes, I love to buy stuff in the name of self-care. I love to shop online. I love to buy stuff that I don't need, especially during this time in quarantine where it's just, sitting at home, daydreaming about where I wish I could go. But self-care can be something that you do at home by yourself to make you feel good, to, get a little zen in your life. And I think it is important to have some sort of self-care routine. We're always go, 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 that I don't think that enough people take time to kind of just chill. And because we're at home so much nowadays, it's a perfect time to get in tune with yourself and see what your self-care looks like for you. To some people, that is taking a walk in nature and enjoying the scenery, and to others, that is a spa day. I love both of them because I'm a little bit luxury and I'm a little bit hippy dippy. So whatever you wanna do works great. I'm going to give you some of my favorite self-care activities. You can do my whole routine, or you can just take some of the little, activities, mix them and match them and find what works for you to create your own self-care routine. How many times can someone say self-care in a video about self-care? Is that self-care? I don't know. Number one, I drink water. I know that sounds weird. Of course, everyone drinks water, but I start my day drinking water before my coffee. As soon as I wake up, I go, okay, let me have some water. And what I find is that I'm not a person that always does well in getting the allotted amount of water that you're supposed to have, which varies depending on what you read on the internet and who you talk to. But I know I need to drink water. So by having it first thing in the morning before my coffee, I know no matter what, I had some water today and I feel real healthy about it. So how I have my water, I like to have it either with turmeric in it, honey and lemon, water by itself, a mixture of both, all of those together. Whatever you want to do to spice it up to make it fun. Have you some water in the morning. I feel it's very good for your skin. It is good to kick your organs into working for you. And if you are hungover, it'll get you started for the day. I feel when I wake up and I have a headache or I'm groggy, as soon as I have water, I feel it go through my body and I just feel like, yes. My body's like, thank you, bitch. Thank you for giving me water. That is a great way to start your day. It takes about 5 minutes, and that is one self-care activity. Meditation and stretching. This takes me 10 to 15 minutes. Everyone and their mama is gonna tell you to meditate. And there's a million apps that you can do it. There's Insight Timer, there's Headspace, there's the Calm app, there's just your timer on your phone. However you want to meditate works. Some people even meditate while doing other activities. You just realize what you're doing, you stay in the present moment, and you kind of are very aware of your thought process, and you just, try to be where you are and not have your thoughts take over. I started using the Calm app because they're giving a free trial during quarantine, and I was like, okay, this is my way of kicking my ass into gear, because I'm a person that I like to have that accountability. So I downloaded the Calm app. I did the 21 days of Calm, and that really got me started on meditating. I meditate for 10 minutes because that's the usual time, the average time in there, but you can meditate for 5, you can meditate for 2, whatever works for you. And then straight from meditation, I go into my stretching, and that's about 5 minutes. And I stretch my whole body, and I work on doing the splits, not because it's part of any kind of stretch routine. I just need to work on my flexibility, and your girl's stiff. So I'm maybe another goal of mine is just to be able to do the splits. So I do 30 seconds of trying to do this kind of split, I guess front split, side split, other side split. So that is one thing that you can do. So meditation and stretching is a very good self-care routine. Hobbies. This takes me about 30 minutes to an hour depending on what hobby I decide to do. The main goal in doing hobbies is to not have a goal. So pick something that you suck at. I just want you to pick something that you suck at. If you're anything like me, you get a hobby and then the hobby becomes this ooh, I should have this goal of starting a store and selling this, or making a YouTube channel all about this new hobby. And it's no. Find a hobby that you are okay sucking at forever. Like, just make it be like, wow, am I okay with sucking at this forever if that happens? And then that's the hobby you do. I have collected a lot of hobbies during quarantine. I love to collect hobbies in general. This is just like sped up the process because I can online shop and find them, but you don't need to be like me and do that. This quarantine, I've collected a lot of hobbies, let's just say that. But it's fun to do hobbies because if you can put yourself into them fully, turn your phone off for a while, you know, no notifications, and just do the hobby, it can be a lot of fun. And at the end of it, you do have a skill set, which is pretty braggable later. One of my favorite hobbies is guitar. I've been doing that for years, so I'm not horrible at guitar, but I do it for myself, and that's the main thing. I'm not doing it to start a band. I'm not gonna start a YouTube channel. I'm not gonna start having videos on here teaching you guys how to do guitar. That's not what I'm doing it for. I do it for myself. I do it so I have a skill set that I enjoy doing by myself. That is what you can do with any kind of hobby that you choose to do, whether it's making soap, embroidery, sewing. Just find something, put yourself in it, and become a kid again in the learning process where there's no goal. You're not trying to make money. You're not trying to sell t-shirts on the side of the road. You're just doing it for yourself. Hype yourself up. I don't care if you're just proud that you drank water like I mentioned earlier, or that you wrote an email, but hype yourself up because these are weird times and it's really easy to get into a dark space, to be like, whoa, I don't know what next year is gonna look like. I don't know what next week's gonna look like. So live in the day and just look at yourself in the mirror or just be with yourself and be like, you know what? You know, say your name. I'll be like, Tiffy, I am so proud of you for getting your YouTube videos done today because we know that took a long time. And I'd be like, thank you, Tiffy. And that's what I do. But it kind of feels good to just give yourself props because I don't think that we give ourselves enough props. We give other people props that are our friends and stuff. So give yourself the same props and you will feel better about your day and you won't be so hard on yourself. So anytime you even feel like you're about to be hard on yourself, I need you to flip the switch and be positive. Just be like, you know what? Your hair's not looking so janky today. And be like, cool. Dance parties. This takes as long as you want. I love dance parties. When I was younger, my favorite thing to do when I got home was to have concerts in the living room. It got to the point, I did them by myself. It got to the point where my parents got me a headset and a microphone. So if you know how awkward that is when you think about it later, that I had a full-on like Britney Spears headset battery pack, but like now you guys kind of want a headset battery pack. So it was kind of dope. And I had full-on concerts. Sorry to my neighbors, they never complained, but I know it was loud. And I'm just trying to bring that energy back. So I find that dance parties in the room, in your bedroom, make that happen. And dance funny, make yourself laugh. It feels good. And if you're mad or angry, do it then. Like just be mad and then like start dancing and then you'll start laughing because it's ridiculous to be mad and having a dance party by yourself at the same time. I highly recommend dance parties. I don't care what kind of music you like to do, but make it pop. Don't have a dance party to some sad emo shit. We don't have time for that right now. I'm not saying go in your room and have a cry fest on the floor. I'm saying put on the jams. Take a walk, and this can be a 5-minute walk all the way to an hour-long walk. I like to fit in a 3-mile walk at least twice a week. And it feels good to get outside. You can social distance, you can do it in your neighborhood, you can go somewhere really isolated and do it. And just being in nature and just having that is really good. It burns a lot of calories. People sleep on walking, but it's good for you. You don't always have to bust your ass for a workout to burn those calories. And yes, I do work out. That is part of my routine, but it's not everyone's self-care routine. So I didn't want to include that because I don't even know if it's my self-care routine. I do it because I should and it's good for you, but yeah, you know how I feel. You know, you get me, you understand, but walking is really good just to get in tune, and that can actually be your meditation as well. That's all I have for my favorite self-care routine activities. Now I do other things that I love. I love to drink wine. That's a self-care thing. I love to online shop, but these were things that I wanted to give to you that really can get me in a better mood just by doing them. And not everyone's a wine drinker like me, but if you are, I have a video where you can watch me drink my favorite wine and get drunk while doing it. So I'll link that down below. That's all I have for my favorite self-care routines. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you share, like, subscribe, and comment. Comment below, let me know your favorite self-care routine, and I will see you next time. Stay creative.